thank you, Herr Baumgartner. I don't know who can understand me in English. That's absolutely all right. So, first of all, let me tell you that I'm so pleased because just watching the surnames, it seems that I'm in the Austro-Hungarian monarchy, and I really like it. And especially we had a French Prime Minister, Herr Sarkozy, probably. So I really enjoyed these 2 days, having so many people here with Hungarian surnames. Lovely. We have a small group. We have a small group in Hungary, and we always are just simply thinking about those good old days when the whole territory still was one country. And when we speak about the Roma issue, we also have to talk about the region. So, I hope it will be interesting for you, my presentation. First of all, I have to point out something. With some friends, 3 years ago, we just simply found out that the Roma issue, the Roma question, is not a human rights issue anymore, or not only a human rights issue anymore. We think that it's an economical question, especially in this region, where the number of Roma people is just extremely growing up. And if the people are not able to pay taxes, the states, the governments will not be able to manage their countries. It means that we have a big capacity, we have so many people, how we can make them part of the economy. So we always talk about, with my colleagues, about social economy, because we believe in social economy. And it's my own experience, if you have a common economic interest, you just simply don't mind about your stereotypes and about your prejudices. If you can do a good business with someone, no matter the color of skin, if you have a good reason to cooperate with someone and it's an economic interest, you will just simply deny your prejudices or stereotypes. So in Hungary, we just simply, just to be very, very short, Hungary in the socialism, it was a very interesting country because everybody had a job. I don't know in Austria, what do you know about this part in Hungary, but in the whole socialist bloc, everybody had a job. Everybody created something that was absolutely useless. Generally, there was no employment. The Roma people were part of the society, even in the economy, even in the culture, everywhere. So the Roma people worked in certain fields, mostly low-skilled fields. Everybody went and built the national stadium of the country or the first highways. So everybody found some kind of job. The Roma people mostly worked without skills, but it was important and it was necessary in that time as well. There was no real involvement in agriculture. Everybody worked in big industrial towns. I don't know, have you ever been in Miskolc or in Ózd? Awful towns in Hungary, especially coming from this era. So after 1989, there's a new political and economical perspective in Hungary, very good, but because there's no more safe labor market, the Roma people just simply lost their job. Because if you can buy a lorry, why do you need 5 people just simply to dig? Or to, you can change everything. There was a privatization, and of course we have to talk about the discrimination that also just had appeared in that time. So there was a quick and unavoidable dropping out of the labor market, and even now we just simply can feel the effects of it. We can see that the Roma people were in the socialism, miners, physical workers, needle women, lorry drivers. They just simply had no job after 1989. The Roma people were not able to renew. There were very, very useless programs in Hungary. Right now, if you would come to Hungary, you would find so many Romani people with security guard skill. So many trainings, because they thought that let's be a security person, because you're tall, you're strong, you don't have to do anything, and after a 6-month course, you're a security person. So right now we have in Hungary a couple of thousands of Roma people who are security guards, but nobody would like to give them job. Who knows why? So we have to say that right now in Hungary we have to talk about more than 500,000 unemployed Roma people in Hungary. That's a madness. So at the end of the 90s, it's just simply getting worse. The unemployment among the Roma is very close to 90% or over 90%. There's no official data. In Hungary, you're Roma if you say that you're Roma. If you say I'm not Roma, it means that you're not Roma. So we just simply can assume that the percentage is like this. And what is very, very interesting, there's no existing community resource. There are big Roma communities in Hungary, especially in the eastern part of the country, and the people just simply don't count on themselves. It's also a capacity. It's something that we also could use. There is a very strong discrimination on the labor market, but it's not only against the Roma, it's against the old people, it's against the women, it's against everyone who is not just simply the, how to say that, the most simple and the most ideal worker right now in Hungary. I don't know, do you know right now the proportion of the unemployment in Hungary, the percentage, that was something like 15%? 1.5. Gosh, that's terrible. So there are mismatched needs and opportunities. As I said, there are Roma security guards. Nobody wants to hire them. It was very useless to spend so much money for that. And there's no existing Roma entrepreneurship. I mean, this is the end of the 90s. But everybody knows the Roma really have a good habit to be businessmen. How we can make them to be concerned businessmen? So after the millennium, there were already some changes, some hopeful signs, and this was the reason why we made our company. It's very interesting. As I said, we believe in an economic approach. We created a for-profit company because there are so many civic NGOs in Hungary. Yes, they do very, very interesting work. It's very, very important. But everybody is fighting for human rights. Nobody is fighting for economical rights. And we also don't want to fight for economical rights. We just simply would like to establish an environment where the economical rights just simply can appear again. So the community-based economic processes, this is something that's absolutely new thing, and probably we could do something with it. And Csemer Patricia, who couldn't come today, she wanted to introduce to you a project in Igric. That's a small village in the eastern part of Hungary, where the Roma people, they have a kind of agricultural project. 80% of the local Roma people work in the fields, and they have a cucumber farm. It's a very good one. And almost all the Roma people are working. They have income. It's Igric. Igric. This was in the television as well so many times, and the level of local crimes just simply went down. There's no more such needs for social revenues for the Roma families. And for example, in the local pub, there's no alcohol. It's very interesting. There's a small church in the village. Probably they are, I don't know, Pentecostals or something like this. And just like in the United States, there's a Roma guy, a Roma pastor, who's just coming and making big presentations that, hey guys, do we believe in school? Yes. Do we believe in job? Yes. Okay, let's do it like this. We don't need alcohol. Let's work. Let's do something. And they have right now a cucumber farm in Igric, and it works very, very well. And you can see here new forms of engagement in the economic processes. There's a chance to be self-employer. There's a chance to make non-profit LTDs or to make chambers of Roma entrepreneurship. It's also something new. And we just simply try to raise the interest among the real economic stakeholders. I don't know, do you know what does it mean, CSR or not? CSR means the corporate social responsibility. But it's very, very interesting. CSR is not charity. If I would go to Aldi or to Raiffeisenbank, hey, let's help the Roma. Raiffeisenbank could say, oh, Istvan, I will give you 5,000 euros to buy chocolates for the children for Christmas. Is that CSR? No. But if Raiffeisen would develop a new product, how to target Roma people who are mostly not banking right now in Hungary, that is CSR. Or how to make, for example, social banking, or how to help the Roma entrepreneurship via the banking sector. So this is what we really believe that can help the Roma people. And right now, we have in Hungary hundreds of Roma business companies. They try to sell their services, their products. And they are doing it well, very well. There are chambers and umbrella associations because they believe that they can have their interest, or they can represent their interest much better to establish chambers. The trust is just absolutely rising that we can just simply realize coming from the non-Roma partners. And there are state funds that just directly support Roma entrepreneurship to do your business much better than before. And you can see that there are some certain fields where the Roma are very good. Construction works, running small shops in the communities. So we believe it's a new dimension where we really can find, how to say, new successes and new approaches. And there's a new generation of Roma businessmen, young ladies, young men who do really, really well.